Ep25 Live.
A genuine Picasso tempts the bidders at a charity auction for Put Your Money Where Your Mouth Is in 45 minutes here on BBC Two, after we learn a thing or two with Pointless.
Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and a very warm welcome to Pointless, the quiz show where the lowest scorers are the biggest winners. Let's meet today's players. So, firstly, we welcome back Darren and Keith. You were on the show last time. Everyone gets 2 chances to reach the Pointless final. This is your second chance. Remind us what happened. Darren.
Well, we came across a question that is way before our time, and I had to end up guessing it and did quite well, and Keith knew a little bit, but did quite awful.
What do you do in your spare time, Darren?
I am a football referee.
And this is something you voluntarily went into?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, since 14.
Seriously? Had you always wanted to do that?
Yeah. It was something that I used to go out on the streets when I was about 10, blowing a whistle, pretending to know what I was doing.
Blimey. How about you, Keith?
Spare time?
Yeah. I'm sorry, you don't really have it. You're a law student, aren't you? So I can't imagine you have any spare time at all.
I'm reading books and whatnot.
Yes, exactly, yeah. If law comes up this afternoon, I expect you'll be...
Richard, change your mind.
To be fair, it never really has it?
No, not really.
There's
a couple of refereeing questions, but nothing on the law.
Very good. Well, very best of luck to the pair of you. It's great having you back. And next, we welcome Leslie and Ben. How do you two know each other?
We're ex-work colleagues who used to work together in a hospital. I've known each other for 5 years and have been friends ever since.
Very good. Whose idea was it to come on Pointless?
It was mine.
Very good. Leslie, he dragged you along.
Yeah. He hasn't got many friends.
What categories are you hoping going to come up this afternoon, Ben?
Oh, a bit of entertainment, film, television, music.
And Leslie, you nodded along to all of those.
Yes. Kind of the same, really.
Yes.
Yeah, music.
What if a sport question comes up?
We're running.
You're running.
Yeah, we'd have to run away.
That's never happened before. Quite looking forward to that. Very best of luck to the pair of you. Great having you here. And next we welcome Steve and Karen. How do you two know each other?
Well, we're married, husband and wife. We've been together for, well, we've been married about 4.5 years. And before that, we were boyfriend and girlfriend.
It's amazing. It's so weird. That happens nearly all the time, doesn't it? Blimey. And then before that, you probably didn't know each other.
Absolutely.
Ooh. Steve, what do you hope is going to come up this afternoon?
Entertainment, film, music, the usual mishmash.
The usual mishmash. Karen,
that people know about.
Anything else you're going to bring to the party?
Food and drink. I'm quite happy to...
I thought you said fruit and veg there. Fruit and veg. I think, yes, fruit and veg. Yes. What? That's not a...
Really into...
Very good. Oh, you're good on the slightly more obscure veg there. Yeah. Well, very best of luck to the pair of you. Great to have you here. And finally, we welcome back Stephanie and Pamela. You were on the show last time. Remind us how you did.
We did quite well. We got through to the head-to-head, and then we were stumped on a question that we should have known better about disco. And we should have gone through.
What categories would you like to come up, Stephanie?
Science and nature.
Science and nature?
Yes, would be nice.
Very good. It looks like, well, from what everyone else has said, you're going to clean up if they come.
Exactly.
And Pamela, how about you?
I'd like something on Australia. That would be nice. I lived there for 7 years, so that would be handy.
Every so often they do come up.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Oh, fingers crossed. Well, we'll find out more about all of you throughout the show. There's only one person left for me to introduce. He shuns popularity and he celebrates obscurity. He's my Pointless friend. He's Richard.
Oh, yeah. Hello there.
Hello there, sir. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you this afternoon?
I'm extremely well, thank you.
Excellent. We've got a good show coming up. Stephanie and Pamela were excellent last time, so I suspect they'll want to go one further and into the final. But we didn't really see much of Darren and Keith, did we? Darren was unbelievably fluky. Had a category he'd literally never heard of, literally hadn't heard of, and then scored a pointless answer immediately. But I was just looking at the questions before, I don't want to give anyone any bad news. before the show, I was just having a little look. I looked at the first one. I thought, blimey, that's hard. And then I looked at the second one. I thought, that's even harder. I think 2 tough questions to start with.
Wow.
Interesting, both of them.
OK.
But tough.
But tough for everyone. Now, we put all our questions to 100 people before the show, but of course this is pointless, so we are after the obscure answers that they didn't get. Now, what everyone's trying to do, of course, is find a pointless answer. That's an answer that none of our 100 people gave, and each time that happens, we will add £250 to the jackpot. Nobody won the jackpot last time, so we add another £1,000 to that, so today's jackpot starts off at a dizzying £2,500. Very good. Let's play pointless. Now, in the first round, each of you must give me one answer, and you cannot confer with your partner. Whichever team has the highest score at the end of the round will be eliminated. Be very careful. If anyone gives me an incorrect answer, then you will score the maximum of 100 points. OK, our first category this afternoon is the UK charts. And you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second. And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what this difficult question is. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many biggest-selling artists of 2010 as they could. Richard?
Yeah, we're looking for any artist or group who have had one of the top 40 best-selling albums of 2010. Compilation albums don't count, but greatest hits, that sort of thing, count. So any artist who's had one of the top 40 best-selling albums throughout the whole of 2010. There are 35 names on the list, because some of these acts have had more than one of those albums, but obviously only count once.
Thank you very
much. And this is according to the official charts company.
Thanks very much, Richard. Now, Darren and Keith.
I'm going to go for a definite. It's got to be a definite. Play a safe bet. In the hope that Darren might get an obscure one. I'll go for Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga, pretty fair assumption. You're hoping to score as few points as possible with her. Let's see if Lady Gaga is correct, and if it is, let's see how many people said Lady Gaga. 20, that's not a bad score at all, Keith. Not a bad score at all. Lady Gaga, Richard.
Well played, Keith. Yeah, her album The Fame sold more than 1 million copies in 2010.
Very good, thank you. OK, now then, Leslie, we are looking for the biggest-selling artists of 2010.
It's someone that's probably quite popular, but I'm going with the safe option. Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber. Is Justin Bieber correct? And if it is, let's see how many people said it. That's right. That's a very, very, very good answer, Leslie. Justin Bieber scores you just 2 points.
Yeah, well done, Leslie. 2 points. And if you've never heard of Justin Bieber at home, then I envy you. What a lovely state of affairs that would be.
Oh. Remember, we are looking for the biggest-selling artists of 2010. Steve, something tells me you might be quite good at this. Do you follow the charts at all?
Chart music isn't quite my thing.
Right.
Then I'm going to go with Kings of Leon.
OK, you are hoping to score as few points as possible with Kings of Leon. Let's see if that is a correct answer. And if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said the Kings of Leon. Well done. Down it comes. Oh, very, very well done. 2 points to you there, Steve. A credit to you, sir. Richard.
Yeah, well played, Steve. That's more like it. Kings of Leon are one of the artists actually with 2 albums in that list. They had Come Around Sundown, which was #1 in 2010, and their previous album, Only by the Night, was still sticking around and sold enough to be one of the top 40 selling albums. First released in 2008.
Now then, Stephanie. What are you thinking, Stephanie?
I've got 2 possibilities. And I'm going to have a bit of a punt and say elbow.
Elbow?
Yes.
OK, let's see if elbow is a correct answer. And if it is, let's see how many people said elbow. Bad luck, Stephanie, elbow is an incorrect answer, which means you score the maximum of 100 points. Richard, elbow.
Yeah, unlucky Stephanie. Their big selling album was The Seldom Seen Kid, and it was released in 2008, so it wasn't on the list for 2010, unfortunately.
OK, well, we're halfway through the round, so let's take a look at the scores as they stand. On 2 points, Steve and Karen, Leslie and Ben, looking absolutely rock solid. A little bit ahead of them, Keith and Darren on 20. And then way out at the front of the pack, I'm afraid, Stephanie and Pamela on 100. Pamela, you know what you have to do in the next pass. OK, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, remember, we are looking for the biggest selling artists of 2010. Pamela.
OK.
Do you follow the charts?
I did do, but I've just
Did you in 2010?
No, not in the UK. I was in Australia at the time. So I'm kind of a bit toiling. We're on the highest score, so I really kind of have to take a punt.
Were there any crossover stars from the Australian charts?
There was,
maybe?
actually, and one of the bands that I'm thinking of, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to punt for Rumour.
Rumour. Well, let's put that to the test. No red line for you because you're the high scorers. Yeah. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. It's right. Very well done, Pamela.
Go on.
Down it goes. Look at that! Very, very well done, Pamela. Rumour is a pointless answer. It adds 250 quid to today's jackpot, taking the total up to 2,750. And crucially, Pamela, it scores you nothing, leaving your total at 100. Yeah. Very well done indeed. Richard.
Yeah, well played, Pamela. That's a brilliant answer. Seasons of My Soul peaked at number 3 in November 2010, but one of the 40 best-selling albums.
Very good. Thanks very much, Richard. So, remember, we are looking for the biggest-selling artists of 2010. Karen, we come to you. The high scorers are Pamela and Stephanie on 100. You are on 2. If you can score 97 points or fewer, you are through to the next round.
I think I'm going to go with Plan B.
Plan B. I think that might be a bad answer. OK, well, there is your... I love the way I give my opinion on this, because I'm really down with, as you can tell. OK, there's your red line. If you can get below that red line, that's all you have to do. And Plan B, I hope, will take you there. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said Plan B. Very well done, Karen. That's brilliant. Well done indeed, all the way down to 0. Plan B, another pointless answer. That adds £250 to the jackpot, taking the total now up to £3,000. And it scores you nothing, leaving your total at 2. Richard, Plan B.
Very well played, Karen. That's excellent. That's 2 pointless answers in a row. I don't think we've ever had 3. It's no pressure at all, Ben. Yeah, the Plan B album, The Defamation of Strickland Banks, is actually the 5th highest-selling album of 2010, but a pointless answer.
Very good indeed. Thank you, Richard. So then, Ben, yes, like Richard says, no pressure.
Well, I don't think I'm going to get a pointless answer.
Well, it sounds like you've got a good one, though. You've got a good one.
Well, I'm not really a chart music fan, but my niece and nephew are, and I think they'd kill me if I didn't get this one right.
OK.
I'm going to go with my niece's favourite band, JLS.
Right you are. OK, well, there is your red line. If JLS can take you down below that red line, you are through to the next round. Let's see if JLS is right. If it is, let's see how many people said it. It's right. You are through. 18. Still haven't managed to get our 3 pointlesses in a row, but that scores you 18, taking your total up to 20. Richard.
Well played, Ben. Safe and sound. They're another of the acts with 2 albums on the list. The debut album, JLS, and Outer This World.
Outer?
Outer This World.
O-U-T-A.
O-U-T-T-A. Out of. To give JLS their credit, in Out of This World, they spelt both the words this and world correctly. So...
Remember, we are looking for the biggest-selling artists of 2010. Now then, Darren. The high scorers remain Pamela and Stephanie on 100 points. If you can score 79 points or less, you're through to the next round. Now, Darren, I have a feeling you might be able to pluck a pointless here.
Gonna stick along the theme with reality and TV shows and say Susan Boyle.
There is your red line, Darren. Let's see if Susan Boyle, or Subo, to give her